and welcome to the Football First. It is that time of the week where we do our match reactions from the weekend's games. The only one is we can't do Southampton-Bournemouth, Southampton-Brighton. It's tonight. It's tonight, and today. I'm going to Liverpool next week, on the weekend, so we've had to shuffle around recording bits and bobs. So yeah, we're going to do all the matches apart from Southampton-Brighton, but if you want to see what we think about that game, the previous video is our score prediction for all the matches, and obviously that one will be in there, and we might mention it in the score prediction show.
Probably will.
No, we won't. Let's start with the early kickoff, which was...
I wasn't listening, to be fair.
No, good. The early kickoff was Liverpool versus Tottenham. So Liverpool came out 2-1 winners. Liverpool scorers were Gini Wijnaldum, Roberto Firmino and Eric Lamela. I think Spurs were terrible. That's literally all I need to say, I think.
The amount of mistakes they made.
There was something on Sky Sports about the front three of Liverpool being all 26 years old, and you got like 4 or 5 years of that, and the Spurs back line average age was going to be 29 or something. I know Kieran Trippier might be a bit younger, but it just showed they were second to everything. Their passes to Eric Dyer was dire. Harry Kane,
much better.
You wouldn't even know Harry Kane was playing, would you?
Done nothing.
He was
Moore was the only player. If anything was going to happen,
he showed a bit of passion.
Yeah, if anything was going to come.
And Son when he came on, I don't know why they didn't start Son from the beginning. It's very weird. He's on a high. He's not going off to fight in wars.
No, he's not happy with that.
And he just won a trophy. So why would you not play Son? Harry Winks, I feel sorry for the kid. He's just come back from injury. He's been thrown at the deep end. But even the likes of Moussa Dembele, who's normally
quite solid, but
yeah. But then
an off day for them, or I don't know.
I don't think they've played well at all this season. They've just got some good wins.
Almost tired.
Yeah, Harry Kane's just non-existent. That's the crazy thing about it. But on the other hand, on that side is Liverpool were outstanding. Probably made Tottenham.
I don't think they were brilliant.
I think they made Tottenham look worse than they were. The press.
They could have made them look a lot worse. The chances they missed.
They definitely. It should have been 5-6-0. Definitely. Yeah. If Mane didn't poke his toe at that 1:45 seconds in. For the offside,
as well. Yeah,
that would have been 1-0 in 45 seconds, and that's probably where the floodgates have opened. I think Mane wasn't selfish. A lot of social media saying that he's being selfish, not passing to Salah. I just think he just made the wrong decisions in that game, because it does happen, and he just didn't look up. Basically, he took a few pop shots where he should have passed through to Wijnaldum as well. So it's not just Salah where people are saying they don't like each other. I think it's crazy. But yeah, anything else on that game?
No.
Do you think it was a penalty? Did you see the penalty call at the end? With Son?
Oh, I think that could have been, to be fair. I think it takes his standing leg sort of.
Yeah, but I don't know. If you look at it in slow motion, Son kind of throws his leg. He don't throw it. He moves his leg towards it and then swipes his legs the other way. So I can see why it would be given.
Though, but yeah.
I can see why it wasn't given.
The ref was. I don't think the ref.
He weren't in a great
position. I don't think much would changed.
No, I think Liverpool rightly winners. But yes.
Yeah.
Anyway,
5 in a row.
Yeah, 5 in a row. Yeah, Spurs starting to drop down. I think Arsenal are now above them. Is that true?
Possibly. Yeah.
I think Arsenal are above them because that's their 3rd win in a row, isn't it? Arsenal.
Yeah, that was their first 2, didn't they?
Yeah. So I think they're above them, maybe on goal difference. But anyway, on to Bournemouth for Leicester. After I said in the score predictions on Friday that you've got to watch out for Bournemouth's front three. And 2 of them showed that, even though Wilson was good as well. Obviously, Bournemouth beating Leicester 4-2. Fraser had a great game. He scored 2 goals. King got, was his penalty, I think? And then Smith at the end as well. But Maddison with a penalty and Albrighton, literally both of those goals were right at the end of the game. Wes Morgan obviously got sent off in that game. I personally think Maguire should have been sent off. I think... Like I've said this to you, especially being a Man United fan. I said to Mash today.
The Matic one. I thought they're the same thing.
Yeah, well, we're getting on to Matic in a minute. But I said to him today that I think you've dodged a bullet being a Man United fan. I've never rated Maguire. Just because he won some headers in the World Cup doesn't mean he's a great player.
I think he's decent. I think he brings the ball out well.
I said that he gets rolled so easily many times last season, especially when Liverpool played, and obviously watching Liverpool a lot. Salah rolled him game after game. Same thing happened yesterday. He kept getting too close and he got rolled. And I don't think he's a good defender, but he's not as good as everyone thinks he is. But What do you think of Bournemouth? I think they've been incredible this season.
They've been phenomenal, really. I've always liked that little Fraser. He's never really.
He's tiny as well.
He is little.
He is so small, but yeah,
he's always been a tricky little player, but he's never really had much of an end product to what we're seeing now.
No, he gets a few. I believe he's already got. So
is it 6 goals last year?
So he's 2 off.
Yeah,
his tally from last year already, which is crazy. Like I said, Morgan got sent off. Definitely 2 yellows. You can't argue with it. And like I said, I believe Maguire should have been sent off.
That much difference.
But Leicester didn't have nothing. 2 goals in the last 5 minutes. I didn't see them doing anything.
Than that, no.
Vardy maybe could have got sent off. He had a few dodgy tackles, but yeah, Bournemouth doing well. Leicester,
now a bit hit and miss.
It's the Claude Puel kind of way. It's kind of the same thing what happened at Southampton, wasn't it? They had a good start with him, and then they started to go down. So yeah. Great win for Bournemouth. On to Chelsea, Cardiff. Obviously Hazard getting a hat-trick, Willian with a lovely finish towards the end. But obviously Cardiff did go 1 up, so that game did finish 4-1. They went up through Bamba. Chelsea defence fell asleep. I was speaking to some guys today at work, some Chelsea fans, and I said to them, all seriousness, what do you think Chelsea are going to be like when they come up against a hard team? Because I know the likes of Liverpool haven't played anyone massive, but they have had some hard.
That game, Chelsea-Liverpool.
Yeah, well, we played them twice. What are they going to actually be like when they've got people who are pressing them? Like Hazard, that was probably the easiest hat-trick he'd have to score.
I still think he's a great player.
Oh, yeah.
As easy as it was.
It's like Graham Souness said, he can't see him scoring 40 goals at Chelsea, but if he was in Liverpool, Man City squad, he'd score 40 goals. But I'm not going to say they're doing bad. I'm not going to say they're doing amazing, Chelsea at the moment.
I think they're doing well.
Yeah, they would, but the opposition they've come up against, they should be winning them, even with the changes.
I think it was a shock Cardiff went 1 up, to be fair.
Yeah, it was a shock. I still think Cardiff, they scored the goal, sat back and were terrible. I've said this every single week so far. I don't think Cardiff should be in the Premier League. I don't know how they came second in the Championship. Chelsea's got a very small squad if you look at it. Europa League will come round. I think that's when they start dropping points, and also when they start playing a bit more high calibre teams. Yeah, don't get me wrong, you can't take it away from Chelsea. I'm not trying to diss them, but I think you have to wait and see with Chelsea.
Yeah, I think they put in solid performances though.
Yeah.
I think they'd be alright. I think they're top 40s.
I think they might finish third.
Oh, I don't know. Honestly, I don't really know, to be quite fair.
The thing is, when the Europa League comes around, they could suddenly, and then
if Hazard gets injured,
well, that's the thing. Where's their goals coming from this season? Hazard ain't really got a forward, do they?
Morata and Giroud.
Obviously, that's Chelsea 100%. They've actually gone above Liverpool by 1 goal in the league, so that might be decided in a couple of weeks because Liverpool.
Someone can have to give.
Is it midweek next week for the Carabao Cup and then Liverpool again on the weekend, or is it the weekend then Carabao Cup midweek?
Not sure.
It's one of them anyway, but yeah, that's where one of them might lose their 100% win streak. Obviously, if it's a draw, then they're both obviously going to be unbeaten, but yeah, it's one of them could lose their streak.
Going into that as either team.
Well, that gets you points above everyone else. That's how it goes. But yeah, Chelsea obviously a good 4-1 win, to be honest with you, either way, even if it is just Cardiff. No offence to Cardiff fans, but you should know that your team's not good enough.
Yeah,
it's not good enough. Yeah. Huddersfield, Palace, quite a boring game. Nothing happened. Zaha did
great goal, I think.
Yeah, brilliant goal.
One-man team.
It is. What did we say the other day? If Zaha's not in the team, they lose. If
he's in the team, they're legend.
They don't score without him. Not necessarily a penalty, and that's Milivojevic scores the penalties.
Yeah, that's about it.
But you get Zaha angry, and he'll score, but then you get him too angry and then he reacts. So obviously he got that tackle on him, which wasn't a nice tackle. Then he went and did one back, he got a yellow card, but then he can focus his anger into goals like that. But yeah, he's definitely, I don't think he's getting beaten up as much, but when there's one, everyone's saying, he always gets tackled, he always gets fouls against him. It's like Hazard.
I think any good
when one player has a ball that much compared to other players on that team, you're going to see them get tackled more because they're always on the ball.
Yeah, and they're quick as well.
Yeah,
quick.
There's always
going to be contact.
They're always on the ball. There's been many players over the last few seasons who are always on the ball. Hazard being one of them. Salah last year. They're going to draw more fouls because they've always got the ball because they're the main people in that team. So I see where Zaha's coming from, but he does need to think. He needs to stop thinking it's all about him.
That is though.
It is about him, yeah, because Palace might as well be called Zaha Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
Anyway, on to Man City. Obviously, they had Fulham at the Etihad. They came out 3-0 winners with Sané, Sterling, and Silva all scoring. The Sterling goal, I could still see him missing that from 3 yards.
Yeah.
If you actually saw it, it mishit his foot and it went kind of like behind him and in.
Just so
I could have seen him missing that. It's lucky he was in the middle of the goal. If he's back post,
he just can't score any other goal though.
No, Aguero's pass for that was great, right in between the defender and the goalkeeper.
Much I don't like City.
But Guardiola wasn't happy. I thought they played quite well, but apparently they had 20 odd shots on target. Well, not on target. 28 shots altogether. Only 3 goals. He wasn't happy with their passing, their pressing. So he actually called them in after the match for training.
Oh.
They went straight back to training like 3 hours later. Apparently that's what we're told today. Yeah, because he wasn't happy. To be fair, 28 shots for 3 goals isn't great, but you won 3-0.
Yeah, the keeper made some decent saves in that game. I think I'm not sure his name, begins with B, perhaps.
Which one?
The Fulham.
Oh yeah, I can't. Oh, that, yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, I think it could have been a few more if it weren't for him. Made a couple of good saves in that game.
Because you're not going to score 10 every week, are you? Guardiola is a perfectionist, so that's why he is like that.
That's why
but
he wins.
Chill. Just chill. You won 3-0.
I mean, yeah.
No injuries. You won 3-0. Clean sheet.
Sané back in the team.
Yeah.
After whatever happened.
Terrible Seri pass, wasn't it? Yeah.
Oh yeah. We've all been raving about him, and then he goes and does that.
It's his first mistake. We give him it. It's mistakes that are going to happen against City. They're a high press team. Oh, what a run!
Beast that game.
What a run!
Yeah.
He has been quiet the last few games. Yeah. So you can't say much more on that game, really. City being City.
I think Fulham are quite leaky though. They seem to concede a few goals.
Yeah.
I think they'll be right, but
they'll be fine.
I think they create enough chances.
They still got to get used to the Premier League. Just give them that.
I think they'll be.
They got the players to keep them up. 100%.
I think Man City are going to beat a lot of teams 3-0 to be fair. So
yeah, they will. Yeah, definitely. Not much more to say on that. It's just normal Man City. Don't expect anything else.
Week.
But an interesting game, which I did actually watch the whole game, and it was actually a really good game. Newcastle Arsenal. Obviously, Newcastle losing that one 2-1 to Arsenal. Xhaka with a good free kick. Ozil with a terrible goalkeeping, and then Clark with a last-minute consolation goal for Newcastle. I watched AFTV and Arsenal Fan TV. They're not allowed to call it that anymore anyway. But they're saying about Arsenal being back. I don't think Arsenal were that great in the first half. They could have been 3 down.
I think Arsenal being back.
Newcastle were counter-attacking and they were very, very good. If they had better finishers, a few better passes at the end, that could have been 3-0 at half-time to Newcastle. Xhaka free kick was good, but they were got top bins. It wasn't actually top bins. It was to the left. Goalkeeper got hands, but he probably should have saved it. And then same with Ozil's goal. Don't get me wrong, it came through 3 players.
He got enough on that.
But it was straight at him. He should have saved that. I don't think Arsenal.
Not a bad keeper either. But
the first half, you watch them trying to do this new pass out from the back. Obviously, Cech kicks it near his own goal and gives a corner again. But second half, they kicked it long a bit more. Second half, and they did turn into this new Emery Arsenal. It was the Arsenal we've always known, who pass and move, because there's nothing wrong with that. But they actually got out from the back just by going longer, because they can't play that. Mustafi and Socrates aren't good enough to pass out from the back. Cech is not good enough. I don't think Arsenal are back. I think they've had 3 easy games.
Yeah, they're not
and even the Newcastle game there is dodgy. I think the Cardiff game, they conceded 2 goals. And I think that Emery's not changed anything. If anything, when they go to the Emery system at the moment, and mostly in the first half of football, they're looking worse because of this passing out from the back.
Strange
teams know just to press them because they can't do it. I just don't get it.
Midfield's not all that, I don't think. Torreira, when he came on...
I would not have taken off Guendouzi though.
No, we've still got... I don't like... I know they
scored,
but...
No, Ozil and Xhaka aren't great.
They're really not.
You won't hear Ozil's name now for another 4 or 5 weeks.
And even then, it should have been a goal, really.
And Xhaka, he did a couple of passes and they were raving about him, but last week they were like, hate Xhaka. He's not a good player, let's face it. I don't care what
I don't think Aubameyang and Lacazette
they're not getting provided properly.
I don't think they work that well anyway. I don't know if they're too similar, but they don't.
They are very similar, but they haven't played. That's only their first start together, I believe. And that's as strike partners. The other week, I think Aubameyang started on the wing, or Lacazette started on the wing.
Strange.
Play him up front. Get Torreira on. Keep Guendouzi on. Get rid of Ramsey as well. That's a terrible cutback. What the hell is that?
Thing,
they need a proper attacking midfielder. They need the old Santi Cazorla back. That kind of play. No, he left. But that's what they need. The new version of Santi Cazorla.
Just anybody.
Yeah. Anyway, on to Watford Man United. Obviously, that finished 2-1 to Man United with Lukaku and a cracking finish from Smalling. Lukaku wouldn't finish like that, but his haircut's terrible, And obviously Gray with a very nice strike as well.
That's a nice finish.
First half, I'll admit that Man United were the better team in the first half. Watford seemed a bit tired. Second half, though,
Watford, I think.
It's lucky
end,
that you could have either drawn or lost that match at the end.
Goal still.
De Gea is saving you points again. And don't get me wrong, people go, that's what he's there for. Wait, he's the last. You shouldn't let it get to the last bit of defence.
What other team relies on their keeper that much? I've never known a team rely on a keeper that much.
Obviously, Matic obviously got sent off for 2 fouls. People are saying a bit sloppy, but they were 2 yellow cards. If he made one of them this week and one next week, it would have been one. If he did it in 2 separate games, it's 2 yellow cards. So just because it's in the same game, it's still 2 yellow cards.
You link it back to that Maguire one as well.
Yeah, Maguire should have been sent off. Yeah,
it's all very similar stuff.
But that's towards the end, De Gea just absolutely
turns it on and just
that could have finished 3-2.
Oh,
so it's 2 saves he made.
Easily dropped the 3 points. I think Watford probably, to be fair, deserved
it was a draw.
Yeah.
First, you were dominant first half. Watford were dominant second half.
Physical game, I think. Yeah, physical game. But Fellaini, I think he's so good that game.
But he's always looking good at the moment because
I think he's good.
You're not exactly passing it like you do normally.
He just
the old
everything,
and he's sitting back like a third defender. So he's doing well. He's using his height at the end of the day.
Yeah, he does it well. Honestly, I think
use your strengths. Use your
strengths.
Yeah, you do. Use your muscle. Use your height.
Starting on that other midfielder.
McTominay came on. He was terrible.
Still don't think Pogba's doing anything. He
had one shot,
1 or 2 decent passes. I just wish he'd do more. When you look at the likes of, I know he's injured, De Bruyne at City, what he does. Eriksen's not been too great, but what he does.
Milner.
Yeah, what he does. Yeah. And then Pogba just.
Silva's been incredible.
Silva, he's phenomenal. I love him. I'd swap him for Pogba all day long.
Even at that age,
Yeah, I love him.
You're not a fan of Pogba still. On to Wolves Burnley. Finished 1-0 to Wolves. Nothing really to say about this game. It was Wolves' game, wasn't it?
That's a good win for them, I think. 3 points.
Obviously, Jimenez got the goal in the long run. Great finish. Joe Hart, I thought, was incredible again.
He's done alright at Burnley. I know they haven't been doing well. But
I think that's 2 games in a row where obviously the Man United game, they still lost, but he made some good saves against Lukaku. Some of the reaction saves was Joe Hart and his prime.
Joe Hart of old.
But
a long time ago.
Wolves, how they didn't score more than 1. There's just something wrong with Burnley at the moment.
Yeah, they're just.
I thought I said on the score prediction show that it would be great this 2 week
rest, and I just don't know what.
I can't even remember him
doing
having a decent shot.
No, I worry about them from what I've seen of them so far. I mean,
it's weird as well. Is it like this? How many years they've been in the Premier League now?
They've done well, to be fair. I think they've always been punching really above their weight, but it's a few years now.
Yeah, I still think there's worse teams. So I think they'll be fine.
It sounds like we just hate on Cardiff every week.
But it's because they're bad. Yeah, it's because they're bad. Sorry, Cardiff fans, but you are terrible. And the last game that was the evening kickoff on Sunday, which I actually watched as well.
I was surprised by this result.
I actually enjoyed this match. It was Everton lost 3-1 to West Ham. Everton at home. Everton were terrible. Everton's goal was a great header from Sigurdsson. Cracking header. And then obviously Yarmolenko got his first 2 goals and Arnautovic. The first goal, the play with Arnautovic and who was the midfielder for West Ham? So Obiang was playing? I think it was Obiang. The 1-2 through ball, and then Arnautovic is running towards goal and you think, well, he's going to take a shot. Passed it straight to Yarmolenko.
Tapping.
That is like, is that Arnautovic? Is that him? Is he passing the ball?
Wow. Surprised to see Yarmolenko in the team.
Yeah, it's his first start, but apparently he's had a bit of a niggle and a bit of fitness.
If he keeps on going,
his second goal was
was beautiful.
Great. Salah I keep saying. And then obviously Arnautovic, so it was 2-0.
Has he got a strike partner now?
Obviously it was 2-0. Well, they're playing as a 3 up top, aren't they? With
Yeah,
Anderson. Anderson didn't do too much as in goal-wise, but he
They're
did a lot of running. Obviously they went 2-0 up with both Yarmolenko goals, and then Sigurdsson got that headed back.
Half time,
And then obviously Arnautovic got that third one to secure it. I think the first half, well, for most of the game, I don't think Everton did much. They tried to attack all the time, but their passing near the final third wasn't great. Their possession wasn't great either. They kept getting it cut out by West Ham, and every single time they pushed a lot of players up the field, Everton, and West Ham, that first half especially, got the ball and they were just Yarmolenko, Anderson and Arnautovic, bang, Noble, Obiang, they were gone.
Obiang.
I don't know how many times it was 3-on-2 or 2-on-2.
No,
or at least 1-on-2.
I don't know what was going on with Everton. I think I had them to win this game.
You think their fullback should have been right there? Every single time they come back, they get the ball, they attack, they're counter attacking us, and there's only two at the back. Surely one of us should sit.
You would have thought,
but no, and it's Pickford. I still don't rate Pickford.
No, I don't.
No, I prefer Butland and Pope for England.
But yeah, Pope's
it's a shame they got injured, but
number one England.
Yeah, very surprising West Ham. Hopefully they can kick on, because actually the players that they brought
I
like quite a lot.
I think they said they got good players.
Yeah, Mike had a great season last season.
I think
he's been linked with Liverpool. I think he got linked with Arsenal a few seasons ago. He's been linked with the Premier League.
I watched a lot of was it Borussia Dortmund he was at?
Yeah, Dortmund. Yeah, especially last season, he had a great season.
He scored quite a lot of goals at that, I think.
Yeah. Thing is, like, he's been linked with the Premier League clubs for like 3 years now.
Yeah, with West Ham.
Yeah, but he's older. He's older. But yeah, I
score and get playing.
They just need sort of defence at West Ham, because that goal, they shouldn't have conceded that. That Sigurdsson left in the box and he's own. They had most of their players back. But yeah, it's a great game to watch for a neutral, to be fair. And
interesting.
I wouldn't be happy if I was an Everton fan though. The amount of money they spent, and they're still
nothing to show for it.
You're at home. West Ham have lost every game.
Every single game. And
you get trounced 3-1. And it was convincing 3-1. It should have been 3-0.
Do you reckon that's when West Ham are going to suddenly click and kick on though?
It depends, they're running, I think.
Yeah.
The thing is, if Arnautovic is kind of like Zaha for his team.
Yeah, less so I think. But
it is, because they have got backups, obviously.
If Yarmolenko gets scoring, but they've still got some players. But
they've got Chicharito on the bench, Antonio can play striker.
Yeah.
They've got plenty of options. Unlike others. So Arnautovic, he's got an anger problem though, doesn't he? But yeah, obviously Southampton, Brighton, Bournemouth. I keep saying it's Brighton. Yeah, it's South West London. It's Brighton. Yeah,
Bournemouth.
We might as well have a little quick chat about it. Even though it was on the score prediction show, we might as well have another score prediction. I think I did go for a Southampton win with Danny Ings to score. I think I said 2-1. I did actually want to go to this match. Yeah. I'm still tempted to go to this match. There's tickets available. I can just go down the road and watch it. But I think 2-1 Southampton.
I think it's got everything to be an entertaining game.
South Coast Derby.
I think they both.
The form goes out the window.
They both played nice football. I like Brighton's football. But
Brighton have been solid at the back though, to be fair.
Yeah. So that's an. I think I said 3. I can see a couple of goals both ways. 2-2. I'm not sure, but it should be a good game.
Yeah. Good stuff. Anyway, so that's game week 5. 5 games in. Seems like it's been going on forever.
Thank God. I don't know what I've done throughout the summer.
Yeah, there's a World Cup, I think, or something like that.
Something, yeah.
I don't know. But anyway, guys, if you did enjoy the video and you want to see more, obviously subscribe to the channel. And if you liked this video, I didn't even introduce Hopkins today. If you like the video, obviously hit that thumbs up, and the notification bell is also there so you know when all the videos come out. But that is game week 5, the reaction show. Chelsea are top of the table. I don't know who's the bottom.
Second with Liverpool.
Joint second with Liverpool, but yeah, that is game week 5. Yeah.
About it, really, yeah.
Cheers.